What's good, Vikings faithful? Skol Nation. It's time to get hyped because the Minnesota Vikings just wrapped up their mandatory minicamp, and let me tell you, it was electric. Our defensive mastermind, Brian Flores, had the squad looking like a pack of wolves, ready to feast on NFL offenses in 2025. But here's the kicker. Earlier this year, we almost lost Flo to a head coaching gig. Can you imagine? Today, we're diving into the juiciest Vikings news from Minicamp, breaking down why Flores' return is a game-changer. Are you ready to feel the purple pride? Let's roll. Picture this. It's June 2025, and the TCO Performance Center is buzzing with energy. The Vikings are back on the field, and Brian Flores is orchestrating chaos like a maestro. But hold up, rumors were swirling that Flo might have been calling plays for another team. The Chicago Bears and New York Jets came knocking, offering head coaching jobs. So how did we keep our defensive genius? Stick with me as we unpack this wild ride through 10 epic scenes of Vikings glory. What's got you most excited about our D this year? Drop it in the comments. From Flores mind-bending schemes to minicamp madness, this is your one-stop shop for all things Minnesota Vikings. We're talking stats, stories, and that Skol spirit that keeps us glued to the purple and gold. By the end, you'll be chanting Skol louder than ever. So, grab your horns, hit that like button, and let's dive into the heart of Vikings news. Who's ready to see our defense dominate in 2025? Let's go. The Minnesota Vikings are on fire, and minicamp just proved it. Brian Flores stood on the sidelines, eyes locked on his defense as they ran drills that left jaws on the floor. This wasn't just practice. It was a preview of the chaos coming for NFL quarterbacks in 2025. Last season, our D tied for the league lead with 33 takeaways, and Flo's got even bigger plans this year. But let's rewind. Earlier this offseason, Flores was the hottest name in coaching circles. The Bears, Jets, and Jaguars all wanted him as their head coach after his defensive revolution in Minnesota. Imagine losing the guy who turned our defense from 28th in 2022 to 5th in scoring defense last year. That's right, Flo's schemes are pure magic. So what kept him here? Was it the Skol chant? The love from the fans? Or maybe the chance to finish what he started with this stacked roster? One thing's for sure, Flores is back, and minicamp showed he's cooking up something special. What's your favorite Flores moment from last season? Let's hear it below. Picture Thursday's full team drills at minicamp. The offense lines up, ready to roll, but Flores' defense pulls a fast one. An unexpected pre-snap alignment has our center, Garrett Bradbury, totally baffled. He turns to head coach Kevin O'Connell and asks, "What's the call for this?" O'Connell just laughs and says, "Your guess is as good as mine. That's Flo's genius. Nobody knows what's coming." O'Connell later told reporters he had no clue what Flores was running. "It must have been the end of the offseason because Flo threw in stuff I didn't even know was in the playbook," he said. That's the kind of creativity that makes our defense a nightmare for opponents. Last year, we ranked 3rd in sacks and 1st in defensive DVOA. Scary, right? This moment at minicamp wasn't just a flex. It was a warning to the NFL. Flores' unpredictable schemes are back, and they're even wilder in 2025. Can you imagine Aaron Rodgers or Caleb Williams trying to read this defense? How many picks do you think we'll snag this season? Sound off in the comments. Let's talk about the man himself, Brian Flores. This guy's a defensive wizard, and minicamp proved he's still got that fire. Despite missing out on head coaching jobs, Flo's all smiles, saying he's very happy to be back with the Vikings. And why wouldn't he be? He's got a roster loaded with talent and a fan base that loves him. Flores interviewed with 3 teams in January, Bears, Jets, and Jaguars, but stayed loyal to Minnesota. "It was an honor to interview, but I'm thrilled to be where I am," he told the media. That's the kind of dedication we love to see. Plus, with new additions like Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen, our front 7 is straight up terrifying. Flo's joy comes from watching his players ball out. "Seeing them celebrate, that's what fuels me," he said. Last season's 33 takeaways led to epic on-field parties, and minicamp showed more of that energy. What new player are you most excited to see in Flow's defense? Hit the comments and let's talk. Flashback to 2022. The Vikings defense was a mess, ranked 28th in the NFL. Enter Brian Flores in 2023, and boom, 14th in scoring defense. By 2024, we were 5th, tying for the league lead in takeaways. That's not just improvement. That's a revolution. Minicamp showed Flow's ready to take it to another level in 2025. Flores' secret sauce? Creative pressure schemes and disguises that leave offenses clueless. Posts on X from 2023 called his defense unprecedented, with concepts borrowed from college ball at Pitt. One reporter said, "Nobody understands what we're doing. That's why we love Flow, he's always one step ahead." At Minicamp, his aggressive play calling was on full display. Drills had defenders flying around, confusing even our own offense. With a revamped D-line and new secondary pieces, how dominant will we be in 2025? Drop your predictions below and let's get the Skol chant going. Let's zoom in on the unsung heroes Flow's turned into stars. Safety Josh Metellus and linebacker Ivan Pace Jr. weren't household names, but Flores made them key contributors. Last season, Pace was an undrafted rookie, yet he fit Flow's scheme like a glove. Minicamp showed they're ready to shine again. Flores has a knack for elevating overlooked talent. X posts from last year praised him for building a top-tier defense with an undrafted LB, a third-round CB, and a sixth-round safety. That's coaching brilliance. Add in veterans like Harrison Smith and new beasts like Jonathan Allen, and our D is stacked. During Minicamp, these players were flying around, executing Flow's complex schemes with precision. It's no wonder O'Connell was stumped by their alignments. Who's your favorite underdog on this defense? Share your pick in the comments and let's show some love to our Vikings heroes. The NFL's a tough place, and Flores knows it. After getting fired by the Miami Dolphins in 2021, he filed a racial discrimination lawsuit against the league, which is still pending. But Flow's not letting that slow him down. At Minicamp, he was all about business, hyping up his players and scheming like a mad scientist. Flores' time in Miami wasn't a fluke. His defenses there ranked high in blitz percentage, and he's brought that aggressive mindset to Minnesota. In 2024, we were 3rd in sacks and 1st in defensive DVOA per X post. Minicamp drills showed that same intensity, with defenders swarming like Vikings of old. Despite the head coaching snubs, Flores is thriving. "I'm happy where I am," he said, and you can feel his passion. How much do you admire Flow's resilience? Drop a Skol in the comments if you're grateful he's still with the Vikings. Minicamp wasn't just about Flores. It was a glimpse into our 2025 potential. The Vikings added firepower this offseason, with Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen bolstering the D-line. Sports Illustrated called our front seven absolutely stacked and one of the NFL's best. Flow's gotta be grinning ear to ear. These new pieces fit Flow's scheme perfectly. Hargrave's a pass rush beast, and Allen's a run-stuffing monster. At Minicamp, they were already disrupting drills, making life miserable for our offense. With linebackers like Blake Cashman and Ivan Pace, our D could be the league's scariest in 2025. But it's not just the stars. It's the depth. Rookies like Tyrion Ingram-Dawkins showed flashes at Minicamp, proving Flow's system elevates everyone. How many sacks do you think our D-line will rack up this year? Let's hear your bold predictions in the comments. Let's talk about that Minicamp vibe. The TCO Performance Center was rocking, with fans buzzing on X about Flores' defense stealing the show. Highlights from Vikings.com showed defenders celebrating after every big play, just like last season's takeaway parties. That's the culture Flow's built. Kevin O'Connell couldn't stop raving about Flores. "I challenge him to keep me guessing, and he delivers," O'Connell said. "That chemistry between our head coach and DC is pure gold." Minicamp drills had the whole team fired up, from veterans to rookies, ready to carry the Skol flag. This energy isn't just for practice. It's a preview of US Bank Stadium in 2025. Imagine 66,000 fans chanting "Skol" as Flow's defense forces another turnover. What's the loudest Vikings game you've been to? Share your story below, and let's relive those purple moments. The 2025 schedule is brutal, but Flores defense is built for it. We've got 6 NFC North slugfests, plus matchups against powerhouses like the Chiefs and Eagles. Last year, Flo's D held opponents to 30 points just 4 times in 23 games, per X-Posts. Minicamp showed they're ready to lock down again. Flores schemes are a quarterback's worst nightmare. His cover zero blitzes and pre-snap disguises had our own offense scrambling at Minicamp. With a secondary led by Harrison Smith and new additions, we could lead the league in interceptions again. Who's the QB you most want to see Flo's D terrorize? Vikings news is buzzing with optimism, and it starts with Flores. His return gives us a legit shot at a deep playoff run. Are you dreaming of a Super Bowl in 2025? Drop a Skol in the comments if you believe in this team. Skol Nation. What a time to be a Vikings fan. Brian Flores is back. Our defense is stacked, and Minicamp just gave us a taste of what's coming. From mind-bending schemes to takeaway celebrations, Flo's got this team ready to dominate. The 2025 season can't come soon enough, but we need you to keep the Skol spirit alive. Smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more Vikings news. Who's your MVP of Minicamp? What's got you hyped for 2025? Share this video with your fellow Vikings fans and let's pack US Bank Stadium with purple pride. Until next time, keep chanting Skol and stay locked in for more Minnesota Vikings updates. Let's ride this wave all the way to the playoffs. Skol Vikings.